With more and more video games being delayed, as a gamer, should you be pissed off or should you be happy that your developers are taking time to fine-tune your game? Stay locked in. I'm your host, James, aka J Rock the House. This is another episode of The Rundown. Welcome back, everybody. James, aka J Rock the House, and this is another episode of The Rundown. Thank you for tuning in. Every Monday, an episode is dropping, so keep checking back here, guys. So let's chat about games being delayed, and my opinion is I'm all for it. Keep delaying those games until they're perfect. We saw what happened with a game like Anthem. It got rushed, and it turned out to be complete ass. And, the developers were scrambling, things like that. They've been putting out patches. I guess up until now, I haven't touched the game since it first release. I just couldn't play it. It had that cool Destiny feel, and you were Iron Man kind of stuff. Like, it was really cool with those suits and everything like that. But it bombed, and that's just a prime example of a game being released too soon to please investors, things like that, whatever it is. So don't release games too soon, developers. Please take your time. We're seeing that right now with Cyberpunk. It's been delayed a few times. It's coming out next month. Hopefully, we don't know if that's going to get delayed again. We have no clue. But it is coming out. It's set to launch next month, and they've been working on it. Developers have come out and said, hey, we're just making it a little bit better. We're trying to fine-tune it, which is great. Do that. Give us that final product that's going to be great, that we want to spend our hard-earned money on, and that it's actually going to be a great game, and that we're going to talk about it, hit Twitter, hit Instagram, whatever it is, and push that game out for you. So the developers are making money, and it's just like rewards for them because they've worked on this game for so long, and they blood, sweat, and tears into it, and it's just something that they should be proud of. So produce a great product, developers. From all us gamers out there, we will wait, don't worry. Just don't delay Cyberpunk one more time, please don't. Anyways, guys, so my opinion, I love it. I know a lot of people are on the fence with it, like, oh, why are they delaying it, blah, 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 blah. And I've even, come across people chatting, and even I've even said it a few times, like, what if developers just said, hey, we have a game coming out in 2020. We won't give you a date. It's supposed to come out in 2020. And then eventually, as they start developing more and games coming together, then they can drop that release date maybe a month before, something like that. Surprises, which would be kind of cool. Like you see with some of these like streaming sites for Netflix, stuff like that. They drop movies randomly, like the Borat movie. We just got some information on that a few months back, and all of a sudden, boom, it's coming out this month. So that's cool. So maybe developers and studios can do that, which would be pretty cool. Give us a teaser at E3 or whatever it is. Do your own little showcase, and then just kind of say, hey, we're working on this game. It's coming out in 2020, or maybe it's coming out in 2021 Q2, Q3 kind of thing. And then eventually just drop us with that release date. But who knows? I don't think they'll do that because they want to build the hype and do all that kind of stuff, kind of give gamers some ideas of when games are coming out and things like that. But wishful thinking. So that being said, I am all for game delays. So let's keep those game delays to a minimum, of course. But make sure the game's perfect, developers. We want to spend our hard-earned money on your games and support your game. So keep bringing those games to us, developers. And I know coronavirus has kind of put a damper on everything this year. So rightfully so, games are being delayed, but that's okay. So next gen just around the corner, guys. It's cool to see that some of these developers are actually, allowing a free upgrade or like a $10 upgrade to their next gen game, which is cool. So that's going to be awesome when these two consoles, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S, come out next month. It's an exciting time for gamers, so let's make sure there's no more game delays because there's not very many titles coming out for launch for the PS5 and the Xbox, but it's going to be a fun time. Make sure you guys are locked in every Monday. Another episode will be dropping. Next week's episode, I'm not going to tell you what it is because you got to tune in next week. So smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and I want to see your comments. Give me your thoughts on these videos, guys. We want to know what you're thinking out there, and just keeping safe out there. Stay locked in. I'm your host, James. Another episode of The Rundown, and we'll see you next time.